Because before you're deserving of capital, before you're deserving of capital to change the world, you must be a sovereign individual. Must be a responsible person. Because if you're not a responsible person, then you don't deserve money, and that's why you see very many fake businesses and very many uh, really hopeless innovations coming up. You see our technology is backward. Yeah, I know we look at them and we think it's great, but we are really backward compared to where we are supposed to be if we had all been responsible. That's why you see the technology has turned out into privacy problems, data problems. In the same way, for Africa, there's a lot of leadership without responsibility. So we have put leaders in power, we have trusted leaders to govern us out of naivety. Because frivolous, easy trust is trust out of naivety. It is stupid, it's ridiculous to trust anybody. Like, to trust, I trust you. Nobody should trust anybody because trusting is naivety. And if you trust and you're burnt by the trust, someone betrays you, then you become narcissistic. You become a narcissist, someone who thinks the world is out there to get them, and so they are the only ones that are better than anyone else. They are the only good, and that's worse. That's worse than being naive. You'd rather be naive than a narcissist, but the extremity, the extremes of being naive is becoming a narcissist. Because to be naive is to not know. And if you don't know, you think what you know is what you need to know. Because any half-sane human being can't be comfortable not knowing, shouldn't be comfortable not knowing. So you become a narcissist. And that's a very terrible place to be. How we need to select our leaders should be out of courage. We should trust them out of courage. You know? We should empower them not because we are naive, but because we are courageous. And where do these leaders come from? The crop of leadership must understand that comes from us, the individuals. So if you raise poor quality individuals, non-sovereign individuals, then when you put them in power, they become entitled because they don't understand that the power is nested in the courageous trust of the individuals, and the individuals can take away the power in a second. That's why you see you have this entitlement and leaders become autocrats, once they are given all this power, the arms of power. And they forget that, their power is nested in the individual. And also, that's why us, the individuals, have allowed authoritarian autocracy to govern over us. That's why we have let dictators govern over us, because we don't understand our power. We have been mind controlled and manipulated to think the leader has power and we don't have power. But it's the individual that governs the nation, not the leader. Because if we all sat down home, like how you see, one of the problems of the corona crisis is showing you that if you shut down the economy, all hell breaks loose. That's why you see every government kept these essential, organizations still working. Because they know us, if everything shuts down, well, there's no more state, there's no more country. The leaders need you for them to have even a country to govern. Otherwise, you will tell him, you leader, you're governing yourself now. We're now going to empower someone else to govern. Because empowering is trusting. But there's a difference between trusting out of naivety and trusting out of courage. Trusting out of courage is we are all good enough to do right by the nation, but to make communication and workflow easy, we are trusting this person who is more competent slightly than all of us to rule us. But we shall share because no one is 100% competent over everyone in everything. That's why hierarchies arise in society. And so we have to work together.